Hey, fellow humans, welcome to Unraveling the Shoulds. You know all of those stories in our minds that are built upon who we thought we should be? Well, we're going to unravel those. We're going to journey into the quiet magic of everyday life. Those moments where each small thought holds a thread that can unravel the story of who we thought we were. As those threads fall away, what emerges is our mountaintop self. The true soul of us that is vast and free and whole. Through myth, philosophy, and lived experience, we'll discuss and walk this path together, unraveling into the truth, remembering who we've always been. How about we finally stop shoulding all over ourselves?
Hello, Christine.
Hi, Madison.
So what are we talking about here today? We've got some big changes coming up at the studio, some that I'm already aware of.
So this conversation is you and I bringing to light something that you and I have been talking about, that the practitioners of FreedOhm Wellness have been informed of, and that we are ready to announce to the community.
Great. I'm ready to dive in. Obviously, there's always that layer of knowing that you're being filmed. So there's already a bit of like, hello going on, but that fades with time. So I guess I would just like to open up the conversation, and we'll just make it kind of a brief one. But basically, there's a big change coming in the new year, and I was wondering if you could share in so many words what that change is.
Yes. So the rip the Band-Aid off kind of announcement is that I will be stepping away as, we'll say, the manager of the large physical brick and mortar space that is FreedOhm Wellness in Long Beach as of December 31st, 2025. The decision comes after much deliberation and meditation and prayer, and is deeply rooted in my own need to quiet down my life, to offload the financial responsibility of such a large space, and primarily to turn my awareness back towards myself, which is what I often counsel everyone in my life and all of my clients to do, is to recognize where you might be externally focused, and is there an opportunity to bring that focus internally. And so we can call this a pause. I can call this a sabbatical. I can call this a dark night of the soul. I think all of those would apply. But how that is going to affect the outside is that the location of FreedOhm Wellness will no longer be managed by me, which opens up a torch to be passed if that's in the cards, or walking away and closing the doors. So those are the two options. I would love to explore the option of passing the torch to another community leader, practitioners, perhaps even creating something new that can still house the current practitioners that have been so quintessential in building such a beautiful community this last year would be amazing. So yeah, just really ready to lessen the work for myself, potentially pass the torch to someone else.
Wow. This has been a long time coming. I don't know if you've thought about this, but do you have like a best case scenario or like a deep desire in terms of what that future looks like? Or is this just like a first step? Or
I've definitely thought about, because of the emotional container and mama bear that I am, I've definitely thought about best case scenario for myself. And then very closely tied to that is the best case scenario for the studio, for the community, for the practitioners. So for the studio, for the community, for the practitioners, the best case scenario would be that a ready, qualified, passionate community leader who has either already seen the space, been in the space, or would like to come into the space to essentially, like I said, pass the torch, which would entail the whole show. Minor items that I would keep from the studio that belong to me spiritually, but we're talking about a turnkey wellness center that somebody could keep the current practitioners, could create a more flourishing, or like literally a yoga studio that has daily classes and workshops. I mean, really sky's the limit when it comes to that opportunity of what already exists, and then stepping in again, like I said, to kind of pass the torch. Truly though, I'm not necessarily interested in remaining a key component of the studio, but rather lovingly handing that torch over to somebody else. So that would be best case scenario, that all the practitioners that are there now keep their offerings, and then boosting the community presence of that beautiful location to what it actually can be. I just know for myself that creation and all of the management that is required is no longer in alignment with where I am in my life.
So where will you be? What will you be doing?
A lot less, a lot more quiet. And I'd love to focus my awareness first and foremost on my relationship to God, my relationship to my spirituality and my deeper self and my consciousness. Through meditation, I'll be heading to Vipassana 10-day silent meditation in January, and really going into the internal. And what the wish list or best case scenario looks like for me would be prioritizing my spiritual growth, continuing amazing conversations through Unraveling the Shoulds podcast with my beautiful Madison here and some other guests, to talk about how we can all start to make small changes that can lead us back to our highest self and our deeper consciousness, so that we can co-create a new earth. And that's really
Coming to Spain.
Hey, coming to Spain. I would just love to experience the life of Christine with a quieter mind, a strong body, and an open heart.
That's a huge shift. Yeah, I guess just on a personal note, on being on this side of it, the whole process has been one of, taking that little piece of thread and being like, what if I don't have the studio anymore? And then like asking that question really did kind of begin that opening up of the possibility for what something else might look like for you. Really just honing in on the things that you more deeply care about at this point in your life. And on the menopausal side of things too, just like having that come in, or like, I guess pre-menopause. That's something that we've talked about privately. So anyway, I can like cut that out if you want.
Right? Not at all.
I just mean like the true new season of life that you're kind of falling into in a really beautiful way as seasons change. It's like, I think there's just a huge invitation in life of you. And so from my side, it's been really cool to watch that conversation happening in real time. And yeah, I guess if people did want to, I'll ask a question on behalf of the people. Like if everyone wanted to, be involved with what you're doing in the future, what might that entail at this point? Like, what do you envision in terms of like offerings and community and kind of work in general? And yeah.
Well, I guess my first immediate invitation would be, if you or anybody that you know is a practitioner in the studio and would like to have conversations about passing that torch, to reach out to me so that I can begin the unraveling and step away with a new preparedness to rebirth. I think for me moving forward, it's having conversations, participating in community events rather than creating community events. For me, being an observer rather than a leader for a while. I think those are energies that I am exploring. And so for the people in my life, if you have an offering, I would love to be there rather than make it happen for you. I'm really good at the making it happen for you. And now I'd like to I'd like to be your student. I'd like to be under your guide, under your care, and allowing myself to do that. I also know will take work on my end to be able to do that, to be able to receive. So I'm ready for that receptive energy. I'm ready for the return. And I would encourage everyone, including myself, including you, to focus on the things that you get to do, not on the things that you have to do. And there are some things that we have to do, but when we can prioritize and bring most of our consciousness and our awareness to the things that we get to do, that fulfill our soul, that fulfill our own purpose, then our life can start to show up as the experiences that we get to have all the time. And the little things that we have to do start to become much smaller than the things that we get to do. I have no idea if that answered your question. But our bullet points are, so.
What I want to know is, can people still have like one-on-ones with you and
yes, so I will
that
be,
kind of thing?
Thank you so much.
Or is that something you don't want to talk about yet? Because we can also like wait until the new year.
So February 2026, I will be coming back and seeing my private clients, taking a limited amount of new clients while keeping my current clients. If that is at a new location, I will certainly let my community know. Definitely stay tuned for how you can continue to work with me in the future. But yes, working on our podcast, working on building and offering a new virtual yoga teacher training with the assistance of my beautiful Madison here. So new and exciting opportunities to travel through our virtual training, continuing to see private clients, and spending a majority of my time slowing my life down and tending to my heart and my relationship to my higher consciousness.
That's what I was asking.
Did we get it all in there?
It's hard when I know all the answers ahead of time because I'm like, hey, say this, Christine. It's very...
So say the part about what you're going to be doing.
Yeah, exactly.
But certainly virtual yoga teacher training, lots of slowing down.
Lots of slowing down. And yeah, I guess that we will find out all of the...
Stay tuned.
All of the future. Well, I mean, you and I. I'm like, what will
Oh, yeah. Well, the beautiful thing about that is kind of like we already said, if we close our eyes and use our higher consciousness that's beyond time, we know that this is already perfect for you, for me, for the community, for FreedOhm Wellness. The highest and most beautiful version of the outcome is already vibrating in the world. So all we need to do is trust.
Amen. Okay, well, let's not let this get too long.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. Thanks, Christine.
I love you.
Love you too.
I think between that and the other, all the little things, you've got something.
Got something. Bye.
All right. Love you. Thank you so much for joining us in the initial conversations that became the foundation for unraveling the shoulds. We invite you to continue this journey along with us each week as we dive deeper into our truest selves.